Yo, what's up guys, Ireepism here, and welcome back to another video. Today guys, we're going to be talking about the random string generator, and some of the new features upcoming, and some completed features as of now. And I really need to make like a few videos about it because there's just so much features and stuff to cover. But I won't get into every single detail about it because there's just too much, and I want to make this video as short as possible. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and open the program. And if you don't know what the random string generator is, it's a program that I've created over a year now. And it's been changed and modified so many times, and I've added so many features, removed so many, and made it something of like passion to me, basically. I've been really passionate about this program, and I think it has more uses than ever in terms of password creating and encryption and generating random sequences of things, because there's so much you can do with this program, and I will make a separate video about that. But anyways guys, if you don't know what it is, like I said, it's a random string generator, as a title suggests. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the features it has. So yeah, we can change the string length to whatever we want, and as you can see, we get the probability of each iteration occurring. And this is the exact number of that probability. It's not rounded, it's not, you know, truncated. It's the exact amount. And it goes on, and it really does go on. So for example, I put in 4,000. We get a display exception, but I can still copy to the clipboard. And I'm going to show you how big that number is. And it's that number right there. That is it's 1 over this number, the probability of getting this exact string. That means each character in each position is the exact same as the next. So another way of putting that is I would have to press this button this many times, right? Let's just see how big this number is. I'm scrolling right now and numbers are changing very fast. There's how many digits? There's 6,200 plus digits here, this exact amount of digits. And you know, each digit adds an order of magnitude of 10, or an order of magnitude, whatever you like. So this number is just gargantuan. It's beyond, you know, talking about anything really in our universe, really. It's just such a crazy number. I mean, there are things that you can talk about that are bigger than that, but for practical things, you know, it's just beyond. It goes beyond. So yeah, that is a crazy number, but it does display in full exactly that number. So that's something that is really cool. It also tells you the most frequent character. So as long as that number is pretty low, it's probably a pretty random string, doesn't contain a lot of repetitions. So I know that X appeared 132 times in here, so probably not the safest of strings. Maybe it is. You know, I just have to do 4,000 divided by this and see if it's close to 36. And if it is, then it's pretty good. But if it's not, then it's probably not a safe string. Anyways guys, we're going to go ahead and go to the Autogenerate feature. And that is this little form over here that's embedded in the program. And essentially it does the same thing. It just retains the character list. It takes the string length that you had over here and puts it here. I'm going to change that to 20 here. And now it, you know, shows me the character list from over here. And we're still using pseudo-random as a randomization method. And we can run n times or run any amount of times. And like I said, this program is unbounded by you know, the primitive type limits. So I can literally enter a number that big, and it's gonna interpret that number and use that as an actual number. So it's really complex. It's really cool how all this stuff works. So we're not going to use that big of a number. We're just going to use, let's say, 20,000. And we're going to iterate, and it's going to go one at a time and display one at a time on this list box. And every second, this thing will update how many iterations, and we can toggle that. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to 100,000. And then we're going to clearly see that this thing updates every second. And if you think about it, we're doing about 17,000 iterations per second. And it took about 6.2 seconds to complete it. And we can go a little bit further than this, because on the generation type, you can select infinite times. And infinite in this case, I'm just going to put a little disclaimer here, means runs without bound until you run out of memory on the program, on your computer, the RAM that you have in your computer. Until it runs out, this will continually generate without bound unless you stop it manually. But I'm going to go ahead and select it, and there you go. I get infinite iteration, so to speak. Not exactly infinite, you can never get there, but you know what I mean. It goes without bound. And so, just talking there, I've generated 250,000 iterations of the string length with this character list. Oh, well, I should point over here. This character list and this string length. And it's crazy. And what you can do with that, additionally, is you can export that into a text file, and then you can do all sorts of things from there. You can type in your password that's, let's say, 10 characters long, or you can type in your name and see if it comes up in there. Like, what's the likelihood of your name? See if it generated in there. But probably the most practical use for it is probably your password. You can see if a freaking random generation can brute force your password. And if it could, then your password's very weak. It shouldn't be able to, though, because it's random, you know. But there's more. Now, the form I'm going to show you is that, I just want to clarify, it's definitely not done. There's a lot of things that need tweaking and stuff. So this is a very early look at the dictionary form. And what the dictionary does is it's a little bit different from the random string generator. Instead of using random characters to generate from, it uses random words. And where it gets those words from is, well, I embed 6 different dictionaries within the program. Here's the names, where you can add your own dictionary. Okay, so I can enter the number of words. Now, like I mentioned before, my program is without bounds. It's as long as you have memory, as long as you have blah blah blah, it will generate, it will iterate. I want that amount of words, you can get that amount of words to generate. And so with that, like I said, it doesn't really work. I have it, you know, resetting and stuff. Things are a work in progress. But if we select corn cob and we load the dictionary, it's going to tell us, well, each of the 6 dictionaries are going to load like this. It's going to say the dictionary name, the number of words. So corn cob contains 58,100 words. It's 600,000 plus bytes, which is 600 kilobytes, or 0.6 megabytes, whatever you prefer, okay? And here's a description of the dictionary. Corn cob is a word list made by that website. With a humble word list of about 58,000 words, word groups are included, and hyphenated words are included without the hyphen. So I try my best within the description of these 6 dictionaries included within the program to tell you some type of words that are included or excluded from that dictionary. And so I'm going to skip a few of them, and I'm going to go to Riddyhue. This dictionary is just mind-blowing, and here's why. Riddyhue contains 459,000 words plus, and is 5.5 megabytes big. Now that might not seem like a big file to you guys, but that is 5.5 megabytes of a Word document. Have you ever submitted an essay that's 5.5 megabytes? That's just plain text? It's pretty big. There's a lot of words there, 459,000 plus of them. And let's read the description. Riddyhue is a word list created on the website, this website. And Riddyhue stands for Ridiculously Huge English Word List. The web page clearly indicates what's included and excluded, so I'll just say this is the largest default list I offer in the program, and it contains so many words It's incredible. That's also an incredible run-on sentence, but hey, that's whatever. I'm just showing you guys that it's a work in progress. Definitely something that's not complete. So, yes, there's a run-on sentence right there in the program. But anyways, guys, now that I've mentioned that, I include these crazy dictionary word lists, you can do other properties with each one. And some of the properties are, you can make every first letter uppercase. You can use spacing between each word. You can use punctuation randomly. So this will add commas, periods, exclamation points, question marks, just randomly between the words to kind of create a sentence, if that makes sense. A random sentence. Now, since we're using words, this is a dictionary, it's using random words, you might get intelligible sentences. And then from there, you can get books that people have written. You can get Word documents, essays, manuscripts, playwrights, it goes on. Any possible text, okay? With these 6 dictionaries. And remember, you're not bounded by how many words. You can type in an encyclopedia of the universe that probably represents how many words it is. Maybe less. And in that, you would start to see sentences that actually make sense because there's so many words there for it to generate from. And there's just so many words in this dictionary, 459. Like, the order of magnitude is so much different, right, than these two numbers, that you would start to see actual structurally sound sentences and essays and manuscripts and etc., right? So that's like a kind of cool use. It's not really a practical use. The practical use in this program is not when you generate this many words, but let's say 20. And when you select this option, randomly append noise to words. Now this revolutionizes this whole dictionary because what it's going to do is going to enable basically you creating really easy to remember passwords that I've covered or will cover in a future video. I don't know if that came out before. It'll probably come out after this video. But you can start to create these strings, these words, these passwords that you can remember off the top of your head, but are uncrackable by any technology we have today. No dictionary attack, no rainbow tables, no X tables, nothing will be able to crack when you add random noise. And you can select what kind of random noise. Like, my program enables you to add any Unicode character, if you didn't know. So I can add, all the suits of a card deck into this program. And when I start generating, I'm going to start seeing those suits in here. Look, we got 3 diamonds in a row right there. And it will take your current character list from here, this, or you can create your own within the program. We'll see how I design that. And you'll be able to append certain type of characters randomly within the words. Now that character can be inserted before the word starts, when the word ends, or randomly between the characters in that word. So it's just an unimaginably large amount of permutations I'll add to the possibilities of generating the exact word list or dictionary or text that will pop up here. It's pretty insane. Now, it doesn't end there. It just, the possibilities of this go beyond infinity when you can add any amount of dictionaries to the program, and you can add dictionaries of any language. So I can have Ridihu in Arabic, right? You kind of see what I'm saying. And then I can create dictionaries, or I can generate random words with that rule set, like it says here, with the Arabic dictionary, or Spanish dictionary, or Russian dictionary, or Greek. and I will start to see basically you'll get any possible manuscript in any language as long as you add that dictionary. You have the freedom to add any dictionary you want. So hey, it's up to you guys basically. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Videos about this in depth when it comes out, when the program is done, will come out shortly after its release. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found this interesting, let me know in the comments. For now, peace out.